Welcome. Here in this video, we will talk about the different kind of engines, these engines. I will tell you what the heck are they and how do they work. I will tell you the pros and cons as well on using that type of engine and the cars we know that use that specific type of engine. So sit tight and let's start the video. Inline 3. An inline 3 or i3 engine is exactly what it sounds like. 3 cylinders lined up in a row. Think of it as the little sibling of the inline 4. It's compact, economical, and surprisingly punchy when paired with a turbocharger. Because it has fewer cylinders than most modern car engines, it's smaller, lighter, and more fuel efficient, making it popular in compact cars and city vehicles. High-tier motorcycles use them as well, but they are tuned to support high-revving RPMs that will reach up to 6,000 to 7,000 revolutions per minute. The most famous one that uses the inline 3 engine was the Toyota Yaris, which dominated the World Rally Championship for years. Next up, the inline 4. If engines had a most likely to show up everywhere award, the inline 4 would win every single year. Another reason they're so popular? Reliability. After decades of development, modern inline 4 have become incredibly dependable. That's why majority of the car produced uses them. Not only that, but they are super fuel efficient as well. They can last up to 25 to 35 miles per gallon. They're also affordable to manufacture. Since they have fewer parts than bigger engine layouts, they cost less to build. Their compact design is another advantage. They fit easily into smaller engine bays, giving engineers more flexibility when designing cars. And finally, they're easy to maintain. Their simple layout often means repairs and routine maintenance are less complicated and sometimes cheaper too. Now let's talk about the downside of the inline 4. Of course, no engine is perfect, and the inline 4 is no exception. Because of its design, it tends to produce more vibrations rather than smoother engine layouts like the inline 6. And let's be honest, compared to a V8 or a V10, it isn't exactly known for having the most exciting exhaust note. Now, to top it all off, the inline 4 isn't trying to be flashy. It just shows up, does its job, saves fuel, keeps repair bills reasonable, and somehow ends up in half the cars on the road. Honestly, that's pretty impressive. Now, what if we took the practicality of the inline 4 and added 2 more cylinders? Meet the inline 6. An inline 6 engine is exactly what it sounds like. 6 cylinders arranged in a single straight line. And thanks to its naturally balanced design, it's often considered one of the smoothest engine layouts ever made. They also have one of the most satisfying exhaust notes in the automotive world. Their design makes them especially good for turbocharging. Many legendary inline 6 engines have earned a reputation for lasting hundreds of thousands of miles. If the inline 4 is the hardworking employee, the inline 6 is the guy who does the same job while wearing a tailored suit. But the number one downside of the inline 6 is its size. Because of its dimensions, a lot of engineers took a hard time to fit that engine into car chassis. But if you put that aside, inline 6 will be considered as the most perfect engine out there. Now, when people think of inline 6 engines, these 2 cars usually come to mind. The Toyota Supra Mk4 with its legendary 2JZ, and the Nissan Skyline GTR R34, powered by the iconic RB26. These engines became legends thanks to their performance, durability, and huge tuning potential. And honestly, they played a big role in making enthusiasts fall in love with the inline 6. The inline 6 is smooth, refined, and loved by enthusiasts around the world. But if the inline 6 is the man in the tailored suit, the V8 is the bodybuilder kicking down the front door. Let's talk about the V8. What is a V8? V8 engine consists of 8 cylinders arranged in 2 banks of 4, forming a V shape. This layout allows manufacturers to fit more cylinders into a shorter package compared to an inline 8. What is the V8 known for? The V8 is known for its powerful performance, massive torque, and iconic exhaust note. The V8 is perfect for muscle cars, sports cars, trucks, and high-performance vehicles. Now let's discuss the downside of the V8 engine. Poorer fuel economy. More cylinders generally mean more fuel consumption. Heavier engine. The added size and components increase weight. Higher production and maintenance costs. More parts usually translate to greater expense. Less environmentally friendly. higher emissions compared to smaller engines. But even with those downsides, the V8 is the starting line if you want real, raw power. And here are some of the most iconic V8-powered cars: Ford Mustang GT, Chevrolet Camaro SS, Dodge Challenger RT, Chevrolet Corvette. And now for the last one for this video, the V10 engine. If the V8 is the bodybuilder kicking down the front door, the V10 is the rock star arriving in a private jet. The V10 is one of the rarest and most exciting engine layouts ever put into production cars. With 10 cylinders arranged in a V shape, it's celebrated for its incredible soundtrack, smooth power delivery, and supercar performance. While it's expensive and far from practical, the V10 offers an experience that few other engines can replicate. So here are some of the most iconic V10-powered vehicles: the Audi R8 and the Lexus LFA. The V10 will be surely my favorite engine out there because of its distinct sound and performance. It is like when you got the formulation perfectly right for performance to making it actually happen ratio. How about you? What is your favorite engine? Let me know in the comments. Now that's a wrap. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and that notification bell for you not to miss. And of my automobile content, please subscribe. Please, I am begging you.